this session on checking the circuit using of service manual wiring diagram for troubleshooting. At the end of this exercise, you shall be able to diagnose the troubleshooting in the starting circuit, execute the troubleshooting in the lighting circuit.
Tools, equipments and materials required. A vehicle in running condition, trainee's toolkit, multimeter, cotton waste, magnetic switch, petroleum jelly, brush, vernier caliper. Let's start this session by performing the troubleshooting in the starting circuit. In this, we will discuss some of the conditions and the possible for the condition and its possible corrections. First, if the motor is not running and the operating sound of the magnetic switch is not heard, the first possible cause is the battery may have discharged. For this condition, we need to recharge the battery. After rechecking, check the battery's voltage using a multimeter. If the battery's voltage is less than 10, which is too low due to battery deterioration, we need to change the battery. Check if there is any poor contact in the battery terminal connection and retighten or replace the battery terminal. Check visually for corrosion. Shake the terminal by hand and check for proper contact. The next condition is the motor is not running, but the operating sound of the magnetic switch is heard. In this condition, the motor's starting motor is running, but it is too slow because of smaller torque. As discussed earlier, check the battery and wiring. If it is satisfactory, then start inspecting the starting motor. Check the brush spring. If it is weakened, it can be replaced or repaired. Check the status of the brushes and whether they are seated properly or worn out or the spring got weakened. Based on the status, repair or replace the brush assembly. Check for the burnt commutator and layer short circuit of the armature. For both problems, we need to replace the armature. If the armature layer got short circuited, replace the armature. If it is disconnected, burnt or worn out, then as per the condition, you may repair or replace the armature.
After checking the armature, now let's move to bushes. Change the bush if the bushes are burnt or abnormally worn at the end.
And replace the brush assembly if the brush is worn. The next condition is the starting motor is running but not cranking. We need to replace the overrunning clutch if the pinion tip is worn or the overrunning clutch is slipping. We can repair if the sliding is not proper in the overrunning clutch. Replace the flywheel if the ring gear teeth are worn. The last one will be the noise issue. Noise may occur due to abnormally worn bush, so replace it. The noise may also occur due to the worn pinion or worn teeth of the ring gear. The only solution is to replace the pinion gear or the flywheel. The next topic that we are going to discuss is the troubleshooting light circuit. Let's get started. The most common problem will be the headlight does not glow. The cause may be, the first possible issue will be the headlight circuit fuse. If the fuse is gone, replace it. The bulb's wire connection may have been loosened. We can fix this issue by tightening it. There may be an open circuit in the wiring. If it is there, racking the open circuit will help. The fuse of the headlight bulb may have been burnt out. Replace the bulb in that situation. Change the switch if the headlight switch is defective. The other kind of trouble is the one headlight does not glow. The causes and remedies for these are: tighten the connection if the wire connection seems loose. If the wire is defective, then change the wire junction box. The bulb won't glow even if the earth wire is not connected properly. So check the earth wire to see whether it is rusted and clean the rust. And the last trouble will be the high or low beam does not work. The bulb holder wire may have a loose connection. If there is any loose connection, then tighten it. Replace the switch if the vehicle's dim and bright switch is defective. The next topic is troubleshooting the brake lighting system. The most common type of trouble is the brake light not glowing. Check whether the bulb is fused and change the bulb if required. After checking the bulb fuse, then check the entire circuit for any wire open circuit. If you find any open circuit, then connect the wire. If that is not possible, then replace the wires. If the circuit is fine or if the circuit is repaired and even after that brake light is not glowing, then check whether the brake light switch is defective and replace it. The next step is to check the power supply to the bulb. The power supply to the bulb can be interrupted because of the earthing wire or because of the disconnected power supply. So, check the power supply and clean the earthing wire. If all these are fixed and even after that the brake light is not glowing, then check the master cylinder for the sufficient amount of brake oil and refill the brake oil. Another kind of problem is the brake light stays on always. This will happen only because of two issues. One is because of the defective brake light switch. This can be rectified by changing the switch. Another reason will be due to the wrong wire connection. The next topic is troubleshooting the brake and parking warning light. Check for the rust in linkage and any corrosion in joints. Change the linkage if it is rusted and lubricate the joints if corrosion occurs. Check the switch is working properly. If it is defective, then change it. The parking light will be glowing because of the handbrake level is not fully released. Check and tighten the brake light wire connection if the wire connection is loose. Check the brake light bulb fuse and change it. The circuit may be broken because of the poor earthing in brake light. So clean the earthing wire and refit it. Another kind of problem is the brake light stays on always. This will happen only because of two issues. Check the level of brake fluid in master cylinder and refill it. There is a chance for the bulb holder getting damaged. So check the brake light bulb holder and change if necessary. The power supply may be defective. So check and rectify the power supply. We also need to check the brake pedal linkage to ensure the pedal linkage is fixed properly. Fix it if it is not proper. There is a higher possibility for the brake light switch getting short circuited. If it is short circuited, replace the circuit.
Let us summarize this topic on checking circuit using of service manual wiring diagram for troubleshooting. In this topic, you have learned that how to troubleshoot a starting circuit, lighting circuit, brake lighting and parking warning light system. The remedies that can be followed to rectify the issues.